Welcome back to Calm and Cozy Bedtime. Tonight we're embarking on a magical journey into the heart of an enchanted forest, a place where time slows down, the worries in war. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a lush forest, where towering trees stretch endlessly into the night sky. Their branches sway rhythmically in the cool evening breeze, creating a soft rustling sound that feels like nature's whisper. Above, the moon hangs low and radiant, casting its silvery light across the forest floor, illuminating every leaf, every blade of grass, and every tiny detail in a soft, magical glow. The air is crisp and clean, carrying the faint aroma of pine and wildflowers, a scent that feels both grounding and uplifting. As you take a step deeper into the forest, the gentle sound of a bubbling brook reaches your ears. Its waters flow effortlessly over smooth stones, creating a calming melody that mixes with the hum of crickets and the occasional hoot of an owl. These sounds blend together, forming the perfect lullaby, a melody crafted by the earth itself, inviting you to leave your troubles behind and immerse yourself in this peaceful haven. But there's something even more magical here. Dancing in the air around you are tiny, glowing fireflies. Their soft golden light flickers like miniature stars, creating patterns that seem almost purposeful. In this enchanted forest, fireflies are more than just beautiful. They are storytellers. Each flicker of their glow carries a tale, weaving stories of courage, kindness, and the extraordinary power of connection. As they light up the path ahead, you can almost hear their gentle whispers, beckoning you to follow their trail deeper into the heart of the forest. Take a moment now to fully embrace the calm that surrounds you. Take a slow, deep breath, feeling the cool night air filling your lungs and the warmth of your blanket, wrapping you in a cocoon of comfort. With each breath, let go of the stress and tension of the day. Let them drift away like leaves carried by a gentle stream. Feel yourself becoming lighter, your mind clearer, as the forest welcomes you into its embrace. This enchanted forest is a sanctuary for your soul, a place where the magic of nature and the stillness of the night come together to nurture your spirit. It's a space where you can reconnect with the quiet beauty of life, where you can let go and simply be. Are you ready to begin this magical adventure? Let the glow of the fireflies guide you. Let their stories inspire you. Let the tranquility of this enchanted forest fill your heart with calm and your mind with dreams as soft and serene as the moonlit sky. Tonight, we step into a world of wonder together. Let's begin. Imagine yourself standing on the edge of an ancient forest, where the air feels alive with mystery. Moonlight filters through the towering canopy of trees above, casting intricate patterns of light and shadow on the forest floor. The ground beneath your feet is soft with moss, and it cushions your every step like a natural carpet. There's a faint, sweet fragrance in the air, the scent of wildflowers blooming in secret, untouched corners, blending with the earthy aroma of damp wood and soil. As you take your first step into the forest, the symphony of nature greets you like an old friend. A bubbling brook nearby sings its gentle melody, its waters sparkling in the moonlight as they flow effortlessly over smooth stones. The leaves above rustle softly in the cool night breeze, harmonizing with the occasional chirp of crickets and the distant call of a night owl. Every sound feels intentional, as if the forest itself is welcoming you, inviting you to leave your worries behind and immerse yourself in its embrace. The deeper you venture, the more alive the forest becomes. The towering trees seem to have personalities of their own, their twisted branches reaching skyward as if trying to touch the stars. Their rough bark and deep roots feel timeless, as though they've been keepers of the earth's secrets for centuries. You pause to run your fingers along the bark of an ancient oak, its texture grounding you in the present moment. Around you, shadows shift and dance, but instead of feeling ominous, they carry a sense of mystery, whispering stories of old to anyone willing to listen. The cool night air brushes against your skin, refreshing and invigorating. Each step feels lighter, as if the forest is lifting some invisible weight from your shoulders. Suddenly, from the depths of a nearby thicket, a faint light flickers. You pause, your breath catching in wonder. It's a firefly, its soft, golden glow cutting through the darkness like a tiny beacon of hope. And then more appear, one after another, until the forest is illuminated by their gentle light. The fireflies move gracefully, their glowing bodies tracing patterns in the air, like silent messengers of dreams. You stand mesmerized by their dance, watching as they weave trails of light that seem to form pathways leading deeper into the woods. In this enchanted forest, fireflies are more than just insects. They are guardians of the night, their glow carrying a kind of magic that words cannot fully capture. They illuminate not just the physical shadows of the forest, but also the hidden corners of the soul. Their light feels like a promise, a gentle reminder that even in darkness, beauty and wonder can thrive. As you follow their luminous trails, the world around you begins to transform. The trees seem to lean in closer, as if eager to witness your journey. The brook's melody grows softer, fading into the background as the firefly's glow takes center stage. You notice small details now, a cluster of glowing mushrooms at the base of a tree, a fox slipping silently through the underbrush, its eyes catching the light like twin stars. Time feels suspended in this magical place. The worries and noise of the outside world fade further with every step you take. Here, in the heart of the forest, you are surrounded by serenity. The firefly's dance becomes a language of its own, whispering stories of connection, resilience, and hope. You pause to take it all in, the glow of the fireflies, the coolness of the night air, the calming symphony of the forest. In this moment, you feel truly present, truly alive. The enchanted forest has become a sanctuary, not just for your body, but for your heart and mind as well. As the fireflies guide you deeper into their world, you realize this journey is not just about exploring the forest. It's about rediscovering the magic within yourself, the courage to let go, the beauty of wonder, and the serenity of simply being. Tonight, you are part of the forest's story. and its light will stay with you long after the journey ends. In the heart of the glowing forest, where fireflies danced beneath the moonlight and the air shimmered with quiet magic, there lived a tiny firefly named Lumi. Though Lumi loved the beauty of the glade, where he and his firefly family swirled in joyous patterns every night, he couldn't help but feel a tug of curiosity. What lay beyond the familiar trees? What wonders waited in the depths of the forest? These questions swirled in Lumi's mind as he watched the others dance under the stars. One evening, with the moon high in the sky and the forest bathed in its silver glow, Lumi decided to follow his curiosity. He flickered his light softly, a quiet goodbye to the others, and ventured beyond the borders of the glade. The air felt different as he moved deeper into the forest, cooler, quieter, and filled with a sense of mystery. The world around Lumi seemed to come alive with beauty. Dewdrops clung to the leaves, glistening like tiny jewels in the moonlight. A silvery mist curled through the trees, creating a dreamlike haze. Flowers that Lumi had never seen before opened their glowing petals as he passed, as if drawn to his gentle light. Every sight and sound filled Lumi with awe, and he floated onward, his heart light with wonder. But as Lumi wandered further, the familiar glow of his family began to fade into the distance. The forest, once enchanting, now felt vast and unfamiliar. Shadows stretched long and dark across the ground, and the rustling of leaves sounded different, less like a melody and more like a whisper of caution. Lumi paused, his tiny light flickering uncertainly. He was alone. For the first time, fear crept into Lumi's heart. He hovered in the stillness, unsure of which way to turn. The forest, which had felt so magical moments ago, now seemed like a labyrinth. Lumi's thoughts grew heavy with doubt. Had he made a mistake leaving the safety of the glade? Just as he was about to give up, a faint sound reached Lumi's ears, a soft, trembling sob. Lumi's glow flickered as he turned toward the sound, his curiosity overcoming his fear. At the base of a towering tree, he found a small squirrel, its tiny body curled up and its eyes glistening with tears. "What's wrong?" Lumi asked, his voice gentle and warm. His light flickered softly, casting a comforting glow around the squirrel. The squirrel looked up, startled but hopeful. I got separated from my mom," it whimpered. "I don't know how to find her, and now I'm lost." Lumi's heart ached for the little squirrel. He knew what it felt like to be lost in the vastness of the forest. "Don't worry," Lumi said, his light glowing brighter with determination. "We'll find your mom together." The squirrel's eyes brightened with a glimmer of hope, and together they began their journey. Lumi led the way, his tiny light cutting through the darkness. The path was filled with challenges. Twisted roots sprawled across the ground, forming obstacles that the squirrel had to climb over. Shadows seemed to move in the corners of their vision, but Lumi's unwavering glow kept the fear at bay. As they moved deeper into the forest, they encountered an old oak tree, its massive branches reaching high into the starry sky. Perched on one of the branches was a wise owl, its eyes gleaming with wisdom. The owl listened carefully to their plight and then spoke in a deep, soothing voice. The squirrel's family often gathers in the eastern glade, beyond the trail of silver leaves, the owl said. With this newfound direction, Lumi and the squirrel pressed on. Their spirits lifted. The trail of silver leaves shimmered faintly in the moonlight, guiding them like a celestial map. Finally, they reached the eastern glade, where the soft glow of other squirrels flickered in the distance. A joyful cry rang out as the squirrel's mother appeared, rushing forward to embrace her child. Tears of relief and happiness glistened in her eyes as she thanked Lumi. "You've brought my child back to me," she said. "We are forever grateful." Lumi's light shone brighter than ever, warmed by the joy of their reunion. He said goodbye to the squirrel family and continued on his journey, feeling a new sense of purpose. As Lumi traveled, he encountered more creatures in need. A frightened rabbit, trembling in the shadows, was guided back to its cozy burrow. A lost hedgehog, wandering aimlessly, found its way home with Lumi's help. A baby bird, chirping helplessly on the forest floor, was safely returned to its nest. Each act of kindness filled Lumi's heart with warmth and a quiet strength. The forest, which had once felt so lonely, now seemed alive with connection and gratitude. After what felt like an eternity, Lumi noticed a faint but familiar glow in the distance. His heart leapt with joy. It was his Firefly family. They swirled around him in a jubilant embrace, their lights flickering brightly in celebration. Lumi shared the stories of his journey, his voice filled with both wonder and humility. The elder Firefly listened intently, and when Lumi finished, the elder spoke with a voice full of pride. "Lumi," the elder said, "your journey has taught us something we should all remember. Even the smallest light can make a big difference. You've shown us that kindness and courage can illuminate the darkest paths." Lumi's heart swelled with pride, not the pride of vanity, but the quiet joy of knowing he had made a difference. He looked around at his family, at the glowing forest that had once seemed so daunting, and felt a deep sense of belonging. From that night on, Lumi became more than just another Firefly in the glade. He was a guide, a helper, and a symbol of hope for all who wandered the forest. His light, though small, carried the power to change lives. And so Lumi's journey continued, one glowing step at a time, spreading light, kindness, and courage wherever the night took him. Lumi's journey through the enchanted forest is far more than just a delightful fairy tale. It's a story brimming with profound lessons about courage, kindness, and the power of connection. Lessons that resonate with all of us, no matter where we are in life. When Lumi found himself lost and alone in the vast, unfamiliar forest, fear threatened to consume him. The dark shadows, the unfamiliar paths, and the silence weighed heavily on his tiny heart. It would have been easy to give in to despair, to remain frozen by the overwhelming uncertainty of his situation. Yet Lumi chose to take a brave step forward. His decision to act, even in the face of fear, teaches us an important truth. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward despite it. Lumi's first courageous act led him to discover a little squirrel, who was lost and frightened, just as he was. Instead of succumbing to his own fear, Lumi chose kindness. He extended his light to guide the squirrel back to safety, transforming his own anxiety into purpose. This act of helping another not only comforted the squirrel, but also brought Lumi a renewed sense of strength. This leads us to Lumi's second lesson. Kindness has the power to transform fear into purpose. By shifting his focus from his own troubles to the needs of others, Lumi found the courage to continue his journey. Each creature he helped, the squirrel, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the bird, gave him a reason to move forward. These small acts of kindness didn't just brighten the forest, they illuminated Lumi's path too. In life, we all face moments of uncertainty, when the path ahead feels dark and unclear. Lumi's story reminds us that in these moments, kindness can be our guide. Offering help, even in small ways, can not only uplift those around us, but also light the way for ourselves. Kindness creates ripples of positivity that spread far beyond what we can see, connecting us to others and reminding us of our shared humanity. Through his journey, Lumi also discovered the profound beauty of friendship and connection. Though he started his adventure alone, his willingness to help others brought him closer to the creatures of the forest. Each encounter, each act of kindness, built bonds that turned his solitude into companionship. The squirrel's gratitude, the hedgehog's trust, and the bird's joyful chirps all created moments of connection that made the forest feel less intimidating. This is Lumi's third lesson. Kindness and connection can transform fear into hope and loneliness into belonging. In a world that often feels disconnected, Lumi's story is a powerful reminder of the importance of reaching out to others. By offering a helping hand or simply being present, we can create connections that uplift and inspire, even in the darkest of times. Finally, Lumi's return to his Firefly family completes the circle of his journey and offers the final lesson, the value of community. No matter how far we wander, there is always a place where we are valued, loved, and understood. Lumi's adventure transformed him. He grew braver, kinder, and more compassionate. But it was his homecoming that gave his story its meaning. Sharing his light and his experiences with his family allowed them all to grow together, strengthening their bond and illuminating their shared path forward. This lesson is especially poignant for all of us. In our own lives, we often embark on journeys of self-discovery, seeking to grow and find our purpose. Along the way, we may encounter challenges, face fears, and experience moments of profound loneliness. But Lumi's story reminds us that our journeys are not meant to be taken in isolation. Our light shines brightest when we share it with others, whether it's our family, friends, or the broader community around us. Lumi's story also teaches us to appreciate the balance between independence and connection. His adventure was necessary for his growth, but his return to his family brought everything full circle. It's a reminder that while self-discovery is important, it's equally vital to cherish the communities that nurture and support us. As we reflect on Lumi's tale, we can see echoes of our own lives in his journey. Like Lumi, we all face moments of fear and uncertainty. We all long for connection and belonging. And we all have the power to make a difference, no matter how small our light may seem. Lumi's courage inspires us to take that first step, even when we're scared. His kindness encourages us to look beyond ourselves and offer help to others. His connections remind us that we are never truly alone. And his return to his family shows us the beauty of sharing our journey with those who matter most. In the end, Lumi's story is not just about a tiny firefly in a glowing forest. It's about all of us. It's a call to action to embrace courage, to practice kindness, and to seek out the connections that make life meaningful. It's a reminder that our light, no matter how small, has the power to brighten even the darkest night. So, as you close this chapter of Lumi's story, take a moment to reflect on your own journey. Where can you show courage, even in the face of fear? Who might need your kindness today? And how can you strengthen the connections that bring light into your life? Remember, like Lumi, you have the ability to make a difference. Your light matters. And when you let it shine, you illuminate not just your own path, but the paths of those around you, creating a world that is brighter, kinder, and more connected. Let Lumi's journey be your inspiration, and may your light guide you to places of wonder, purpose, and love. As the night deepened, the enchanted forest settled into a tranquil stillness, bathed in the soft glow of countless fireflies. Their tiny lights flickered like stars scattered among the trees, casting a gentle radiance over the sleeping forest. The creatures of the night, lulled by the soothing hum of crickets and the quiet melody of the brook, drifted into peaceful slumber. Their dreams carried the magic of the forest, the shimmering trails of the fireflies, and the warmth of Lumi's light. Lumi rested among his family, nestled in the heart of the glowing glade. His heart was full, not just from the joy of reuniting with his loved ones, but also from the quiet pride that came from his journey. He had discovered that even the smallest light could make a big difference, guiding others through darkness and fear. He had learned that courage was not about being fearless, but about taking a step forward despite the fear. And above all, he had seen how acts of kindness could transform uncertainty into hope and loneliness into connection. As you prepare to close your eyes tonight, let Lumi's story serve as a gentle reminder. Each of us carries a light within, no matter how small it may seem. It might be a kind word, a compassionate gesture, or simply the willingness to be there for someone in need. That light has the power to bring warmth, connection, and joy to the world around us. Think of Lumi's tiny glow, which brightened the lives of the squirrel, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the bird. It wasn't the size of his light that mattered, but the courage and kindness he used to share it. In the same way, your light, your actions, your words, and your presence can illuminate the lives of others. As you lie beneath your own canopy of stars tonight, imagine the gentle glow of the enchanted forest surrounding you. Let the flickering lights of the fireflies fill your mind with calm and wonder. Breathe deeply and feel the weight of the day melting away, replaced by a sense of peace and gratitude. Lumi's story reminds us that life, like the forest, is filled with challenges, uncertainties, and moments of solitude. But it is also filled with opportunities to shine, to connect, and to create magic in our everyday lives. Carry these lessons into your dreams tonight and let them inspire you when you wake. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Enchanted Forest and Lumi's heartfelt adventure. If Lumi's story touched your heart, we'd love for you to let us know. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Calm and Cozy Bedtime for more magical tales to soothe your mind and spirit. And if there's someone in your life who could use a moment of calm or a story to escape into, share this tale with them. Perhaps they too can find comfort in Lumi's light and discover the quiet magic that rests within themselves. As the fireflies glow softly in the forest and the creatures of the night rest peacefully, may you find your own moment of serenity. Close your eyes, let go of the worries of the day, and drift into dreams filled with courage, kindness, and connection. Sweet dreams, and we'll see you next time on Calm and Cozy Bedtime. Good night.